Fulani women, people see that as the problem. But not you. I'm saying as a whole, not you specifically.
Right.
But you never sit down and hear men say, like, going back and forth when women be like, I want a dark skinned Senegalese. Not every Senegalese is dark skinned.
That's true.
Not every I feel like that's colorism too. Just because I'm Senegalese doesn't mean I'm dark skinned.
No, I hear you.
And because you never hear men going back and forth saying, oh, not every Senegalese is dark skinned. They say their preference. We agree to it. You say, okay, that's your preference. But once a man open his mouth, say, I want light skinned Fulani woman, that's a problem.
Again, my thing is this, right? I think everybody has their preferences, and it's okay for everybody to have their preferences. However, in terms of the tribalism conversation, that's a conversation I want us to be careful about having, because there is every time those conversations are had, you see it, whether it's in the comments, whether it's in the people. Yeah, you see a whole tribe generalized. They're like this, they're like that. It's back and forth, and it's us versus them. When at the end of the day, we're all Guinean. A lot of us are Muslim. I know not all of us, not everybody might be Muslim, but most of us are Muslim. So what are we really doing if we're not having a conversation to move us forward? We're having a conversation to go back and forth and be hateful towards each other. What's the point of it? That's all I'm saying.
So my thing is right. Whether we talk about it, we have a conversation, or we ignore it, somehow, some way, it's still gonna happen. You feel me? People are still gonna go through the experience. People are still gonna feel some type of way. And then when you keep going through something at a certain point, you're just gonna crash. That's just natural. That's just normal. You feel me? So my thing is, once in a while, these topics come up because people had enough, and then it turned into a huge thing because it's like people have been holding back. I think it's an important conversation to be had, and then like once, no, I couldn't find it. Once you have this conversation the right way, you feel me? Like Fulani sit down, Maninka say, I don't know how I want to do it, but have a sit down, have the proper conversation, and get it the right way. Maybe not. Maybe it will never die. You feel me? But all I know is the way it goes with things like this is like, of course, we could all ignore it and pretend like it's not happening, but deep down inside, we all know it's happening. Everybody knows it's happening.
Ignore it.
You could say, oh well, I never experienced this.
You see what I said? The first thing I did was validate your experience. The first thing I did when I came up here is validate your experience. I said, while I may not have experienced it, I cannot sit here and tell you that you haven't experienced it, and I cannot not validate what you went through. That's the first thing I did, is validate your experience, because again, you cannot tell someone else how to feel about what they went through. That's the first thing I said. Again, you said exactly what I said, is if we are going to have conversation around tribalism, we should really speak from a point of not only potentially a point of educating ourselves, knowing where the hell does this even come from. Because me personally, I cannot sit here and tell you, where does this even start? Where did it come from? I cannot personally tell you that, because I do not have that information. And then if we're going to speak from that point, yes, we educate ourselves, we learn the history, and then, okay, let's talk about what can we do better? This generation, I'm not talking about everybody else before. What can we do better? Because I can't speak for anybody else but for myself. But then the way we're having these conversations are not really helpful to anyone. And again, I would like, when we talk about
MDG, I don't think the problem is speaking.
Go ahead,
Sorry,
my love.
I think the problem is you speaking the way you spoke on that video. Like I said, and you and I, we already had this conversation on the phone, was very, very, very disrespectful to the people that you know that is Fulani. It's one thing for you to come and be like, oh, hi guys, this and that. I experienced this from a Fulani. I experienced this from a Maninka. I experienced this from a Susu. But for you to come and literally argue for more than an hour on how every single Fulani person is racist based on maybe an experience you had with 1, 2, 3, 4 Fulani people. Do you know how many Fulani people is out here? Let alone, not only in Guinea, there's Fulani people all over in West example, all of us in this room, we came from Clubhouse, right? When we started Clubhouse, we had two rooms, the Fulani room and the Maninka room. One day we joined the room and we decided to have this conversation because one person called out the carpet, right? That argument, we all remember that. And that conversation, what had that conversation, even some Fulani, for me, I said that was wrong. We all had that conversation. We joined that room. From then, we have hang out. We have introduced each other to our families. We have took trip. We have done all of these things. So for you to come back later on and say, damn, oh, and then this was 3+ years later, and sit there, look at the camera and be like, hey, everybody's racist. And Dawda looked at you, was like, no, but Fatima Love is not racist. You know Fatima Love. Da, 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 da. So for you to be like, oh, yeah, Fatima Love is not racist. I'm Fulani. For last time I checked, I'm 100% Fulani. I grew up in India. I literally grew up around Susu and Maninka my whole life. Again, like Jack Isa said, I found out about Fulani not liking Maninka, Maninka not liking Fulani when I came to America, because the house that I grew up in, I grew up with both Maninka and Fulani people in my house, right? Not only in my country, in my house. So for you to generalize that, and for most, I feel like for most part, from what I'm understanding, MDG, you was more pissed at people calling down the before Kapere, before, and you even said it. You was like, oh yeah, but they called you that. They called you that. The person that called that said, okay, that's a conversation that I had. We was done with it. So why we sitting here saying, I cannot sit here and be like every Maninka person is racist. I cannot do that because a Maninka, so far for me personally, a Maninka person have never been racist toward me. You get what I'm saying? So even if I see it happen to somebody, I can be like, yeah, this person was racist or was colorism or something toward this person. So I cannot say that. That's why when they had that all BS I don't think MDG is the only person that think like this, right? And sometimes, yes, it can be based on how we was raised, what we heard, what we seen and stuff. But you cannot sit and generalize this conversation at all, like at all. And for me to be your friend and have people send me these videos or people come to my DMs or people to be like, oh, damn, these are your people. These are your people. They're saying your people is racist. And to a point that like I can defend ya, but I can defend you because what they're saying is facts. You cannot come and be like they're racist and they come to me and I'll see them be like, no, but that's not who he is. I know that's not who you are. Team of Love know that's not who you are. But the rest of million people that have TikTok, Instagram, or anywhere else having this, I can defend you. Somebody can come and tell me right now, well, MTG is racist too. I know that's not true. I can even defend you because, oh, well, if you feel that way, they have the right to feel that way too.
I
So
agree.
I
I
don't
agree
think that was a
100%. I
conversation.
agree.
I don't think that was a real conversation. And the funny thing is three of you, three Maninka people sitting in a podcast.
Yeah,
More than half of you is saying the Fulani people are racist. The other was the only person that was telling you, but this
No,
and
no,
that,
no, no, no,
but this
no,
and
no,
this,
no.
but this and that, and
Fatima,
y'all
Fatima
was
you're
love,
not.
mad,
Fatima
fighting
love.
him back.
Time out, Fatima love. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
fuller.
not on mute, right?
I'm fuller. I'm fuller. I'm fuller.
you
No,
said
I'm
you full.
checking. I'm not
Believe
on
me,
mute.
I know you
No,
full.
I'm not
But
on
guess
mute.
what?
I'm
You
not
said,
Manika.
and
I'm
I quote.
fuller.
Listen. I quote. You said on
Nigga
your
said I'm
video,
not. Now
I'm
you
full,
fool,
but I'm full of
nigga.
Mali. You said I'm full, but I'm full from Mali, and we speak mostly Bambara and something like that. So you yourself, as a Fulani person, because I'm gonna promise you right now, if I was on that podcast, right, and they had said that, this is the same argument I was gonna have because again. It was three of you are sitting over there. Like you can be Fuller, but you did not act like you was Fuller in that podcast. You said mostly you spoke Bambara growing up,
Yes.
and then
Ooh, I
going
love
back,
this. I love this. Let me go
going
ahead.
going back and
Oh,
forth,
Seiko, I
going
gotta go
go,
first, Seiko. I gotta go first.
going back and forth like this and stuff. It did not make sense. Yeah, I did not have
Okay.
somebody right. I even told MDG, I'm like, oh, you should have called Grand Adam to
Okay.
be on that because Grand Adam is one of those people that learn the history
sister,
of
can I
Guinea.
talk now?
Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I personally, Fatima Love, I know nothing about this history that is coming from Guinea. And yes, I'm from there. I grew up there half of my life. I grew up half of my life over here. I don't know most of it. I heard most of it when we joined Clubhouse. So many things I learned about Guinea, I learned through Clubhouse. And I learned some of it from you guys. So for the two people at least that I know through Clubhouse, that we had this conversation multiple times, for me to come on social media and see these videos and see people talk about you, I can't even defend you, and y'all my friends in real life, that hurt.
Okay, Fatima Love, can I talk?
Go ahead.
Thank you. You said that.
You just skip over me, bro. You got it. Fatima Love, you know I gotta speak after say cool. Go ahead.
Okay, wait. So Fatima Love, you said that I was not acting like a Fulani on that podcast. I'm gonna say this, even though people you saying that I'm Fulani from Mali, and it's different. There's Fulani from Senegal, there's Fulani from Guinea, there's Fulani from China, there's Fulani from America. Like I said, I'm Fulani from Mali, and there's a big difference between Mali Fulani and Guinea Fulani. For me, because Mali Fulani, we don't go through things like this, the things that I experienced from Guinea. We don't go through things like that because Mali Fulani, we are very diverse. We marry within each other. We marry outside. We marry all type. You feel me? I don't know about Guinea Fulani. That's what I said. I said, even in the podcast, I made that very, 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 very clear. Mali Fulani is very different.
So you Mali Fulani, right? Let me tell
Yes.
you this. You Mali Fulani. So
Yes.
that conversation you had in that 1 hour plus video had nothing to do with you. You had no right to speak anything about it. And to you, for you to be Mali from Guinea, you say you never experienced this, right? You say you never experienced this, or you don't do that.
I experienced this in person.
So you see what you should have done. You see what you should have done. You see what you should have done in that podcast would be again. I did not experience this, but a Guinean. I did not experience this through a Guinean Fulani. You should not agreed with MDG when he said every Fulani person was racist.
No, I'm just saying. If my first impression is seeing a lion chasing me, I'm gonna assume every lion chased me down. Respectfully, if I see one snake, if I see one snake bite my ass, I'm assuming every snake is gonna bite my ass in the future, which is simply fact. Someone have to prove me right, and that's all it is. It's just facts. It's just facts,
okay,
man.
let me tell you something right now, right?
Is it my turn? Let me tell you something. Is it my turn to speak now? Can I speak? Can MDG speak? Can MDG have his turn? Can I have my turn now? Everybody had their turn.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you. Can I have my turn?
Oh my God.
All right. Now, see, Fatima Law, we already had this conversation in private. You feel me? And I explained to you. So now I'm gonna explain to everybody else in here. When we started the topic, right? Everybody said this, even you. When I'm talking, I was speaking off my experience. I wasn't attacking. And when I generalize it, I was like, based off of, not everybody is the same. Not all Fulani are the same. I made that very clear. Because Dada brought up the fact that, but we know people that are Fulani and they're not racist and they're super duper cool and they're lovely, and then he brought you up. Once you got brought up, I made sure I was very specific. Yes, there are some good Fulanis out there, but if we had to put everything in a mix, this is what it is. Not just off my experience. You feel me? From my friends, from family members, from other people that's around me. You feel me? I'm not just going off of, Fatima Love, Sank, all these Fulani people, great Fulani people that I know. No, I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feeling. But it's like people speak, bro. People talk. Like when I made the comment, it's a lot of people that disagree with me that were Maninka, and there's a lot of people that agree with me that was Maninka. Because we're all going at the tape based off of our experience. You feel me? I'm not attacking the people, the people that are good Fulani. I'm not saying every Fulani is bad.
What happened to the audio?
You feel me? It is a podcast. It is supposed to be.
Oh my God.
It is supposed to be informational or whatever. But a lot of it is If you look at our podcast, a lot of it is us trolling and entertaining. So
Can I please
y'all
respond
gotta
to
look
that?
at that as well. Y'all gotta look at
Can I
that as
respond
well.
to that? Can I respond to that,
And
please?
then wait, I'm gonna let y'all.
Please,
I'm
I gotta go back to work.
gonna let y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. And then y'all gotta. And then y'all gotta understand. And then y'all gotta understand as well. Y'all gotta understand as well. Like, you, especially you, Fatima Love, and for all those who interact with me, niggas know I'm not no racist. You feel me?
Oh my
And
gosh.
this is a beautiful way. I feel like this is a beautiful way to bring everybody together, have a conversation, clear the air, everybody blow the steam, and then we have and then we move on. Cause if we look, if we all sit around, we all
she gotta go back to work. Let her speak.
Oh, she gotta go back to work.
Yes.
Wait, let me make my point
tell you.
though.
Go
I got
ahead,
2
make
more
your
seconds.
point. Make your point. Go ahead, make your point.
Look. This is a great way to bring all of us together, have this conversation instead of niggas feeling some type of way behind closed door or whatever the case may be. Maybe I'm not racist. You feel me? Maybe I'm not racist, but it's definitely somebody, a Maninka person that's super duper racist and a Fulani person that's super duper racist, and this bring the conversation, and we could all come together and squash it. Have a proper way of speaking and then squash it. You can't just always have rainbows and sunshine. Niggas gotta blow their steam. Niggas gotta say what they gotta say off their chest, and after that we can kumbaya. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this is. This is not all animosity. MDG is not racist. I love, if you know me, Fatima Love, if you know me, and if everybody know me, you know I adore, I simply just love Fulani women. I just know, you know what I'm saying?
MDG?
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it
I'ma
is.
say this, right?
You don't get to
MDG,
get away
hold
by
on.
just saying that. You can't.
MDG, I'ma say this to you, right? And I've said this to you. I said this to you on the phone, right? Fatima Love know you, right? Most people in this room know you personally. So when I heard the first video, I just laughed, kept it pushing because again, niggas are doing shit for clickbait. But you know what is the problem? You cannot use other people feelings or other people's life as a clickbait. And I told you this, right? This will be a conversation for this week, next week. By next week, unless you find another clickbait, nobody's not what is it called? Going through your podcast or listening to anything, right? And you could have used every other thing to do clickbait. I even told you, you could have made a podcast for hour plus saying Maninka women are the best women in this earth. If I were to get married, I would marry Maninka women today. I, as your friend, I would have been on the comment, in the like, and clapping for you because that's what you like. That's who you want to be with. But when you said
I want to be
Maninka
with,
woman,
can I specify something?
wait,
I
hold
want to
on,
be with a
hold on. You want to
Fulani
be with a
woman.
Fulani woman? Again, you can say what you gotta do. Yeah, you can sit here and be like, okay, this. But when you say Maninka women are this, but or when you say, oh my God, I love Fatima Love to death. She's one of my favorite people. Da 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 da. But the moment is one thing for you to do ra 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 before Dada mention my name or mention all of your Fulani friends. Yeah, be like, damn, that was out of pocket. I don't think all Fulani people are like this. I think some. Or you can the only word you could have said that would have made this difference based on my personal opinion. This is what I went through based on this. When you say all or everybody, you cannot pick me out of the billion Fulani people in this world and say that. And as your friend, like I said, I cannot sit here and be like, oh my God, I love Ansu to death, but all Maninka people are piece of shit. Where did Ansu come from? Ansu parents are Maninka. Ansu siblings are Maninka. Some of my friends are Maninka. Then that defeats the whole purpose of the whole conversation. And I know you joke a lot. I know you joke a lot. People don't know you joke a lot. And you cannot joke about other people's tribe, about other people's personal life and think, okay, I'm just joking. People gonna be alright. People gonna be alright. Because on my face, you won't say that. When I called you, you did not say all Fulani people. Like, you know what I'm saying? We could have just said based on personal opinion. Oh, this and that and the third. That's all.
Okay.
Do somebody else want to speak, or should I continue? Should I rebuttal that? Should I?
wanted
Nah.
to speak.
Let Muhammad speak. He been saying.
Which Muhammad? Mokone. Moba, Itafo.
I didn't even realize he came
Wait,
up.
I heard something about Nerf. Talking about
Hold on, let somebody say let Mokone go first, and then you can say.
I bet. Go ahead.
Mokone Wama.
My bad. I thought my thing wasn't, bro. But what I was gonna say again. So it's like the brother man so was saying that if he get bit by one snake, then he assume all snakes are the same. I think that's where the problem come from. And as we know,
Toma, let's clarify. I said
então
that.
I'm gonna do. Yeah, but I heard brother so far go for. But
Oh,
listen, right? Like I don't think like me personally, bro, this been going on since our great grandfathers. Like this shit been going on for a long time, right?
Say
So
say in Guinea. Say in Guinea. In Guinea. In
yeah, and
Guinea.
Guinea, yeah, that's why I'm talking about Guinea, like Africa. There's tribalism everywhere in Africa, anywhere you go.
But Guinea's an
But
extra hand. But yeah, go ahead.
yeah, but what I'm saying is like,
Actually, I want to say Guinea is an extra hand. We've never had a genocide. We've never had a civil
yeah,
war.
like you
Now
got
you
civil
could
war,
say Guineans are like this or like that, but we might go against each other, but y'all can't.
I have a question. Wait, time out. Time out.
Guys, let Mo finish.
Wait. MDG, wait. I have a question for the
Let Mo
Guinean.
finish, guys.
Wait,
Let
after
the
Mo, I have a
man
question for the
talk.
Guinean people. I have a question for the Guinean people after Mo finish. Go
yeah,
ahead.
but yeah, I was saying like, bro, like certain like there's trigger like sometimes, bro, you say something it trigger people. Like I know a lot of Fulani people. I'm coming to know a lot of Fulani people that are great people. You get what I'm saying? It's like certain shit you say like if I were to like go on Instagram and see a Fulani podcast, they say, oh, I got mistreated by this Maninka person. Now I think all Maninka people are racist. I'm gonna have a problem with that. So like like Fatima Love said, you can't have people feel some type of way when you say certain stuff. You get what I'm saying? It's like, and I feel like we as a country we take one step forward. Like what we got bigger problem that we need to face. We take one step forward, we take 1,000 back by saying something, bro. Obviously, like
but
we get on these
Mo,
mic.
Wait. MDG, wait. I got a
But
question.
I'm saying, like, obviously, like, we get on these mic, we say certain stuff, like, it's gonna trigger certain people. You gotta
and
understand
that's
that. You can't.
okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
That's
I know
life.
that's
Niggas need to
yeah.
get triggered. And this like, bro, niggas gotta blow steam. Niggas gotta really get
I'm talking
mad,
about,
bro,
yeah,
and
I'm
let
talking
it
about,
all
yeah.
out.
You
And
can,
then we
it
can have
is
a
it.
proper,
I'm talking about, it
regular,
is it.
normal conversation. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes a nigga gotta go off, bro.
But
Sometimes somebody just gotta say whatever
listen.
you need to say, and we
I
need to get to the
disagree.
bottom of it.
No,
I
no, I'm talking
disagree.
about
I disagree.
you can't just say anything, bro, and then
I'm just
think like
saying.
I think the conversation had to come from it has to come from like an intellectual like way. Like we
It
can't
will
just
get
say
there.
that.
I'm talking about it will get there first. It will get there from an emotional person. It will get there. But first, let me say
Mo,
my
you sound like a
piece.
Democrat right now.
Let me explain. Let me explain what happened to me first, and let everybody into my world on why I think the way I think, why I'm this way,
Yeah,
why I'm so. You know
like
what I'm saying?
on that clip, like Dada was saying, bro, like okay, like that was an individual, right? But then
Yeah,
you
I
putting
understand that,
everybody in
and I
that same
understand that.
bucket. That's where the problem coming from. You get what I'm saying? It's like, bro, everybody have their type. If somebody want to marry a Fulani, a Maninka, whatever, like we all, we all have bingo together with people. But at the end of the day, you can't marry everybody. You gotta marry somebody that you think is, you're gonna have a future with. I know a bunch of Fulani that married to Maninka, vice versa. You get what I'm saying? It's like,
Nah,
but
facts. Nah, facts. Who's up? My bad. I'm gonna let you go next.
Can I
Yo,
talk
if
after
you
her?
know me, if niggas know me, bro, like, and I told me and Fatima, like she said, we had this conversation behind closed door. Wallahi Adim, I don't give a fuck about this topic, bro. Wallahi, I don't. But like the whole purpose of this shit is like niggas need to express themselves, bro. Sometimes a nigga just need to say how he feel, not just based off of, not just on some intellectual or
okay, so
sensitive
then
shit. No,
Thomas,
let a nigga speak his. Hold on, let a nigga speak his mind. A nigga need to say how he feel, bro. Once a nigga say how he feel, he let it out, and it's other people like, oh damn, you that hurt my nigga.
yeah, but
Yo,
Thomas,
it's not that. It's not that deep. Trust me, yo.
it
I'm
can't got
Fulani. I'm
specific.
Fulani, and
Mo,
bro,
let him
I'm
talk.
pretty sure you're a smooth
I'm gonna
person,
check
and I
him
could love
after
you.
Hoodsoul's talk. Hoodsoul
Okay,
finish.
good.
And I could love you. You know what I'm saying? Like we could work together. But a nigga not gonna be able to take that next step if he's still angry, if he's still upset, if he still feels some type of way. Let the nigga blow his steam. Pause. You feel me? Let him do what he gotta do first, and then the intellectual conversation and the learning begin. You feel me? That's all I gotta say. But me personally, Me personally, I don't give a fuck about Maninka racist, Fula racist. I don't even give a fuck about the race war in America. I don't care about none of that shit. But it's a great way for niggas to have a conversation, and here we are.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
If you wanna speak, go ahead, Kaba.
when the
not
learning
even in here
begins
right
from
now.
But this is
I was
all
gonna say
things that we should
when the
care
learning
about.
begins from when the learning begins from like a how do I say this from a place where it's like it's gonna I don't know, I just feel like it gotta start from a place where it's like people not triggered. You get what I'm saying? It's like taking one
It's
individual experience
okay,
to make
bro.
it
It's okay. Why, bro? Why everything gotta be? That's my problem. Like, why
No,
everything gotta
can
always
I,
be kumbaya at first? Nah,
MDG,
nigga,
can I,
we
Nah,
human.
let
Niggas
Hoodso
get
talk,
mad. Niggas get
please.
angry. Niggas got emotion. Let niggas express themselves. Let niggas get mad,
Yeah,
bro.
but MDG,
Bro,
you going
if you
about
get
it.
mad,
I hear
once
what
you
you're
calm
saying.
down, you gonna calm
Yo,
down.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what Mo's saying. MDG, you wrong at the end right now. Like what you're saying
No,
right now is wrong.
nah, he's
Go
not
ahead,
wrong. He's
Hoodso.
not
I'm
just.
gonna say what I gotta say. I'm
Nah,
gonna
I
he's
disagree if
not.
I'm wrong.
Nah, wait. I'm gonna say
You
this.
don't know how I feel.
Nah,
You
I
don't
It's
know.
not about how
disagree.
you feel. It's not
Yes,
the
it
problem
is.
is right.
Yes, it is.
The
Yes,
problem
it
is
is. It's about. It's not just
Itoro
about,
malo,
bro.
Itoro
Y'all
malo.
talking
It's not about
y'all
how
talking
you
about.
feel. You can talk about how you feel, but what Mo Konde is saying, when you having these type of conversations and you actually want a real ass conversation, you can't come from a place of like emotional and just hurt people just because you in a mood. Like that
I'm
means you
not.
not. That means you just talking just to be talking.
But
That's
sister,
it. You're
but,
not really
si-
spitting like the real things that's happening
but,
around
but,
you and stuff. You're
but,
just talking off of emotions.
but sister,
That's what we're saying.
but
You
sister,
have
sister,
you
wait,
So
have
that
that.
don't matter. So
You
none
what
of
you're
that
saying is
matters.
like people
None
can
of that
be
matters. My
upset.
experience.
People
My
can be
my
upset.
experience don't. Hold on. My
Your
experience don't matter.
experience matters. Your experience matters, but
Right.
how you talk to an audience
How you
also
presented
matters
it?
too.
How you presented it is
How you
kind of
talk to
like
people also matters. Like
Okay, Andy, let me say
people, you
something.
want people to like, bro. If when you're in a relationship with a person and that's your girl, you know there's a certain way you can express yourself to her for her to understand what you're trying to say. You're not gonna just wild out on her just because you feel that way.
Okay, wait,
That's what it
Andy,
is.
wait, time out,
When
time out.
you
Okay,
feel a
so,
certain when something happens to you,
jumping
bro,
from
we've
situation.
all had wild ass
If we get
experiences.
into a
Every single one of us
relationship,
had
wait,
hold on.
MDG,
every
let me say
single one
something.
of us has
I'm
had
gonna let
some wild
Sekou speak because
experiences one way or another. Right? We've all had some wild experiences. But if we come off in a place that we are not actually talking and we just talking out of you're not teaching anybody anything. You're not having an intellectual conversation. And you're not talking to gain anything either. You just chatting.
Okay, quick, let
You
me say
just
something.
chatting.
No,
Wait,
let's Sekou go. Sekou go, and then I'm gonna speak. Go.
I'm
I'm
gonna say
gonna speak.
this, sister. I disagree with you because at the end of the day, you saying that how he's talking is gonna hurt. And this first thing first, this is social media. Someone is always bound to get hurt. It don't really matter. It's upon you to look at it and sit down and say, okay, do I want to watch this and get myself hurt? You don't have to get hurt. If you move on and keep scrolling, you won't get hurt. But the fact that you sat down and watched the video because you want to get hurt, same thing. That's not his intention. But
brother, respectfully.
But
That's
so
what,
when you get attacked in
see,
return,
I'm
when people
talking.
attack
Wait,
you,
let
you also
the
have to
brother
accept
speak.
that.
no,
When
but
y'all was
look,
speaking, he didn't talk. Let the brother
respectfully.
Can I
speak.
say
When
something?
people like
But
it's
listen,
you
but
can
Wait,
listen.
let
talk
the
you can
brother
talk about
speak.
your
Hold
experience,
on,
but
hold
you
on,
can do it
hold on,
respectfully,
hold
and
on.
Niski,
that's the whole point.
Let
Aisha,
Hoodsaw speak.
what,
Can I say something? Can I
you
say
meant for like
something for a
respectfully,
second?
that's the point of ignorance. You
Mute
can't say that.
everybody, mute everybody, including myself.
I'm very stressed right now because I got cut and I'm not disrespecting nobody. And
Yeah, go ahead, Sekou. Finish
Ah,
what you
bah,
gotta say.
iba kuma do for fanya repondi like ba class.
Nah, Makoninke and Toma, Atwaiban. Wama, go ahead, Sekou. Go ahead.
okay, yes, and there was like, okay, this you on internet and stuff like that. Like I said, these podcasts we make is for us to express ourselves. For me, and if you see any of us, me, MDG, or HEMETÉ, we on these podcasts to express ourselves and how we feel. For me, it's not coming from a place of anger. It's none of that. We're just here just to talk. And if some people might feel away, oh, Guinea this now. He was talking about his experience. For me, and he named certain people, and even though if you feel like that's wrong to you. But is it wrong to him? It's not wrong. So I feel like it's very disrespectful to say that like how he expressed himself on social media was wrong. To me personally, I feel like that's very, very disrespectful.
I don't think it's
Say
this
something? Can I say
for her
something?
to say that.
Yeah.
I
Who
think
wanna speak next? Who wanna
wait.
speak?
I don't think it's disrespectful for her to say that. I think she's just saying that if the goal is to have a productive conversation, then that wasn't communicated as if that was the goal. And now if you're saying that that was not the goal, then that's a whole different conversation.
That's not the goal. The goal is to entertain. That is not the goal. The goal is to express ourselves and entertain. That's the goal.
If that's the goal,
That's not what you said, MTG. That's what I'm
Bro,
saying.
the goal, bro. No, the goal is
not even 10 minutes ago.
if you go,
You yourself, right?
how do I get down from here?
A few minutes ago, you yourself said people have to say whatever they got to say because people got to talk about what's going on, blah, 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 right? That people got to learn and people got to do other stuff. That means you're trying to educate, you're trying to have a conversation, a real conversation between two groups of people to bridge whatever gap. If you're trying to do that, then it's not for entertainment anymore. It's to actually have a real conversation. And for you to have a real conversation, you got to come from a respectful place. Because at the end of the day, everybody's emotions are in it. And you're talking about people's lives and people's tribes and people's history. You know what I mean? So like, it's always coming from respect if you're trying to bridge whatever gap and say that people, well, this got to be said. Niggas got to say whatever they got to say so that we can have that conversation. You can't have that conversation if people not respecting you because you wilding on them.
Exactly. I feel like
it can't come from my ignorance place.
I feel like if the tensions are already high between the ethnic groups, and this is a very important conversation, we already know how it is in Guinea. If you say one thing about it, people are gonna get mad. So for you to get on a podcast, mind you, it's not your podcast, right? It's not your channel, it's you with other people. You have to go about it a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to speak knowing that there's already tension to try to de-escalate the situation or whatever. I feel like this generation, personally, I feel like we're mature enough to really vet this whole thing, because I feel like a lot of the issue, besides the history and the political views or whatever the case is really our parents telling us, oh, yeah, don't be friends with this person because they act like this. Don't be friends with that person because they act like this. But we're mature enough. If you never experienced it, that's on you. If you experienced it, that's on you. But you can really put that aside a little bit and be like, you know what? Let's really sit down and have a conversation and talk about what the real issue is. Because our parents, they're still stuck in the past, bro. They're still stuck in the past, and they want us to be in the past with them, bro. So that's why when they see you friends with somebody of the opposite tribe, they're like, bro, what are you doing? But you, as a person of this generation, you have to really put your foot down and be like, no, like, what you're doing is not correct. This is not the proper way. We're all Muslims at the end of the day. So sometimes I'm seeing certain Muslims saying certain things like, Allahu Akbar, like, how do you feel comfortable saying this to a fellow Muslim? So I feel like
I have a question for Hakwa.
Hold on, Sekou, hold on. Before you go, let me say this one thing and then you could go ahead. Look, y'all don't know, like, respectfully, y'all don't know the behind the scene of our podcast. Yes, it's 3 people on it. Trust me. Half of the stuff I'm saying, like y'all, oh my, I can't even say all that. It's okay. Sekou, go ahead. Sekou, go ahead. Go ahead.
The crazy part is, like, we have a huge, large team behind the scenes, and they actually tell. Wait, sister, what? Okay, I bet. You see, I don't like being disrespectful.
I didn't like how you laughed, Nuso.
I don't like being. I don't like being disrespectful.
I wasn't expecting him to say, like, as part of the defense.
You see, I don't like being disrespected.
I didn't like that. I didn't like how you laughed.
What's up?
Okay.
Yo, yeah. I gotta understand.
Hold on, MDG, hold on. Like, it's too much stuff going on. So we have to let people speak and make their point. Let them finish their point, and then you can speak. Because everybody's talking is getting nowhere. So, Auntie Dimples just joined. Let her speak. Let Nuso say what she gotta say, and then let Graye talk, and then we can rebuttal. Like, let everybody make their point. Like, let's not take over the live. We already did that with our own podcast. Nobody had the chance to talk. Let people talk now, and then we're gonna.
I bet, but Keba, you gotta understand, niggas gotta respond too. You feel me? I'm just because we going back and forth in here. It was a lot that was said, so I'm trying to answer that question. But I get what you're saying though. Who should I let speak first? Who want to go first?
You should let the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, it's a conversation, but like we starting over. So who want to go first?
Hi everyone. I was in the comments. I mean, the whole thing is that, MDG, you basically just went on a podcast and now you're saying the whole thing was just for entertainment purpose, but that's wrong. Like, you just that's very wrong. Like, you can joke about a lot of things, but us Guinean, we know this is like a very sensitive subject. especially when it comes to the Fulani versus Maninka. It's been going on for years. Like, it happened before us. And it's sad to see that our generation, we're still talking about this. And now you're saying that this, you're turning this as a joke. But it's not funny. It's really not funny when you go on a podcast and you sit there and be like a whole freaking tribe is racist. And then but one person, except one person, which is Fatima Love you know I mean, I get what you said. You maybe you were thinking about basing yourself on an experience, but that's not what came out of your mouth. And that's what we're all saying to you, is that you can just sit here and that's like you say me coming up be like, hey, all of freaking Maninka are racist, but one person. Like, it's not right, because at the end of the day, you don't know most of us. Like, our families are mixed, where we have Maninka in our families. Like, you can do that. And then now it's like now this whole thing is turning as a joke, but it's not funny. It's really not.
Okay.
And you hold on, and you keep on skipping the part. You keep on saying like, but I stand on what I said. I stand on what I said. But then at the same time, you're like, you know what? No, I love Fulani women. I want to be with the Fulani. So which one is it? At this point, I'm confused on your statement from the podcast to now.
All right. So I feel like a lot of y'all, and then you see, people say I'm emotional. People always say I'm emotional, and which is true. I don't have my shit. But this is the thing. A lot of y'all watch this podcast. It went in one ear and went out of the other. I don't think niggas really heard what I said. Y'all keep saying I said this. I never said just Fatima Love. You feel me? When you listen to when you go and you listen, you watch it and you listen to it, I doubt to stop the whole thing. But yo, Fatima Love. So don't you think there's some people out there that's like Fatima? I said absolutely yes. Yeah, there are people like Fatima Love. And then it goes back to and I said and then there's a chunk of people that are what I'm describing. And then I went back to explaining my experience. And then I generalized. But
you didn't say your experience. That was the whole thing. On the podcast, I didn't hear you not once say this was based on my experience. And then Dowd actually asked you a question. Dowd was like, you can say that. You were like, yes, this is in general. You literally said the word general.
Yeah, I said. Yeah.
So when you use a certain word, you can go back and be like, I'm not saying that. You said it.
Hold on, Dada. Are you able to bring up the clip? Dada, hold on, Dada. Are you able to bring up the clip?
Yeah, I do remember what was said. So no.
I want everybody else to hear what happened. You feel me?
Both was said. What you said that. What Auntie also said, you also said that too.
Right. So
can I say something?
Yeah.
Finish, MDJ.
No. Go ahead.
Okay. So earlier, y'all said I was doing this for entertainment purposes, and also, if you come across the clip, if you don't want your feelings hurt, don't watch it. Do y'all understand the definition of what is a podcast and what is the reason people post on social media? Right? The best thing, if I see on the title Fulani woman versus Maninka woman, or Fulani versus Maninka, as a Fulani, I'm gonna watch it. If this was a conversation where, like, well, if you don't want to hurt your feelings, don't watch it, then you should have spoke among the three of y'all and never posted on social media. The whole point, are conflicting yourself. Oh, we posted because it's a rage bait. We wanted to have a conversation about it, right? Now we're having a conversation about it instead of like, hey, actually, that's not what I meant. This is that trying to like get it together. It's like, well, you should have never watched it if you did not want it to get your feelings hurt. How was I supposed to know what was said if I did not watch the whole video? The only thing I could have chose after watching the video is two things. Leave it the fuck alone and kept it pushing, right? Which I have done before when it came to people that I did not know or people that I did not give a fuck about, and I kept it pushing and not like it, not comment on it, not give them engagement, or maybe even block their page. But this happened to be with people that I know. If this was random other people, when they was doing that whole Fulani woman versus Maninka woman, never liked the video, never joined the live, never engaged on it, never commented on it. I just kept it pushing and kept it going with my life because these are people that I don't know about, that I don't give a fuck about. So if my friends are posting something, I want to support them. And these are people usually that post on the topic that I agree with or disagree with, and I post it on my story. So of course I'm gonna listen to it. So it's very insensitive for you for you to come have a conversation about a group of people, and now these people are here defending themselves as us. I'm Fulani of Jang Isa, Jang Umu, everybody's up here talking about their point, talking about, hey, this is what you said, this is what hurt me, this is what you hurt me, and your response to that is, well, you should have never watched it. That's very, very ignorant and insensitive and not fair. And then what is pissing me off more, people is in the comment saying, oh, why are you letting MDG rate bait you? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why are you letting this? Why are you letting that? We having a conversation about it, and people is still in the comment being weird, being like, oh, Fatima love, shut the hell up. Fatima love this, Fatima love that. People are still doing that in the comment while we're here. And of course, I don't give a fuck about nobody else in the comment that is talking to me personally, because I don't know them personally. The people I know personally, that's what affects me. The people that I don't know about, well, kudos to you. You can say, you can call me racist. I don't care. You don't pay my bills. You don't affect me. So for the people that I care about in this chat that is talking, please let's be respectful. Please.
All right, look, guys, before I even continue and respond
MDG,
to Fatima
MDG,
Love.
MDG. Hold on. You know, she made a point. Auntie Dimple, can you wrap up the point you were making?
No, I mean, she basically spoke on everything, and that's exactly what it is. And also, and the same thing with MTG, when it comes to the whole podcast, at the end of the day, we watch it and we support you guys, right? Like we're doing it. And if it was just a random person, I promise you, I would have never even watched like a snippet of it. Like, I don't entertain this. This is the conversation I never, like, I literally would just scroll past and call it a day. But because we watch the podcast, we support it. But if you come here and say the whole thing is just a clickbait, it's a joke, it's da da da, how moving forward, it's gonna be hard for people to support the podcast, because I'm gonna see something, I'll be like, wait, is this another joke? Should I even listen to this conversation? Is this even like a smart conversation to be listened to? Anyways, I just hope that moving forward, we're very mindful of what we say, or like certain words that we use. And have a good night, y'all.
Night.
Bye. You take it. Ntoma, you wanna go?
No, you got
Wait. I gotta respond.
MDG, let me respond real quick. I was gonna
go ahead, Mova. Go ahead. Do your thing.
like they said, I'm gonna say this, man. Even though it might come out crazy, at the end of the day, man, like I said, thank God y'all supporting us, y'all watching it. At the end of the day, if it's really hurting your feeling in the first 5 seconds, the first 10 seconds, the first 1 minute, wallahi, you could you could keep pushing. You could keep scrolling. Even though it might sound crazy as supporting our podcast, but yes, you could keep scrolling. There's nothing wrong with that. Me, I started this content creating with five people, and them 5 people still watch my videos for me. So I care less what anybody say. I care less who support me or not, because I know the main people won't support me. Me, yes, I'm ignorant. You didn't know that? I forgot to tell the people I'm very, very ignorant. That's yeah. So again, think the podcast.
Yeah, that's my cue.
Yeah,
it's not cute. I know it's not cute, but shit, unfortunately.
Dauda, I know personally, like I said, I've seen it, and had I not had a conversation with you on the phone today, I probably wouldn't be here, because I did tell you, I was like, the conversation you guys could have had the conversation. It could have been a better conversation. This could have been a conversation where we educated each other, we learned something, and then we move forward, or found a way to move forward without it being a generalization. So
Janisha, we can hear you.
We can't hear you.
Janisha, you're on mute.
Yo, bring up Mean.
No, you're on mute.
Mod, bring up Mean.
Just give me a sec. Let me finish this. There's not much I can bring to this conversation anymore. All I will say, the only advice I have for those who want to listen to it is that we just need to do better. Let's learn how to do better and not create these this division amongst ourselves, this generation. We should know so much better, and we could do so much better. You guys have a good night.
Have a good night. Look. This is what I was saying. I'm gonna let y'all.
Can somebody bring your Adam up?
I'm gonna let everybody continue, right? This is what I was saying. It's like everybody's saying, "Oh, MDG." Well, I'm so this, I'm so that. That's how we coming on the live. I'm explaining it to y'all what was going on. You feel me? And then not only that, like this is the conversation. Like we trying to move past to the conversation. I already said, me personally, like the people that know me know I don't really care about this topic. So we here. The people that are upset, you know, I already acknowledge it. Yo, this is not, that wasn't me, just like I was doing it so we can come together and have a proper conversation. This is us trying to have that proper conversation and educate one another. You feel me? Those who are really upset and those who are on both sides, you know? So like I'm not really sitting here to like kind of apologize, because I already apologized to Fatima Love in person because I did care about how she feel, but I had to explain myself to her because she's genuinely my friend. You know what I'm saying? To everybody else, I just owe you an explanation, perhaps, maybe. And this is my explanation. Yo, that's not me. You don't know me for you to even confirm that. Fatima Love could confirm that. Fatima Love could be like, oh, okay, gang, that's not you. I knew that wasn't you. I knew that was you. Okay, that's what that was. And that's that. This here, what we're doing right now on this live, we're trying to have a conversation. So we need to move past oh, MDG, I'm so flabbergasted. I'm so surprised by what you said.
MDG, the conversation, we having the conversation, but the conversation is still disrespectful toward the Fulani people, at least, that is in here. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's still being disrespectful. It's
But
not,
I feel like
we having, go ahead.
I feel like he doesn't, like, I don't think that he regret on what he said, as long as how like you want to feel how you want to feel. I feel like he's still trying to say he's standing on what he said.
And
Which
you know
you
what?
might not agree
And
with
you know
that,
what?
but
Which I respect. Listen.
Wait,
I said
MDG, I have a question, MDG.
Yeah.
You got come at me for even if I like change it or you don't care about how you like what you said.
There's nothing to change because there was no meaning to it. I didn't mean like everything I said wasn't like.
You feel like it was nothing serious. Wait, hold on.
No, it wasn't serious. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so he felt like it wasn't serious, and then he felt like you were taking it too seriously. It was just like as a joke.
But I explained this though. Like I explained it. I already
So it's
apologized
a joke
to Fatima Love for making her feel that way.
It's not like a
MDG.
serious thing.
MDG. Like I said, listen, if you feel what you said, if you feel how you feel and that's not changing it, your mind is not changing, then there's no purpose of this conversation, right? To me, personally, there's no purpose of this conversation because the whole point of the conversation is for you to be able to see what the other people, which is the Fulani people that wasn't in the room, feels like that topic is affecting our community right now. And I'm gonna say this right now, straight up. Me, Fatima Love, I don't give a right? Because I don't know much about the topic. So I can't even sit here and be like, well, I can sit here and be like, you know what, facts. In both tribes, there's racist people. Because again, that's something that I have seen. That's something that I have seen within the Fulani people. That's something, MDJ, I said it to you on the phone. Right now where you're sitting. If you bring a Fulani person to your parent versus you bring a Maninka person from your own village to get married, it is easier for you to marry the Maninka woman with your parent than the Fulani person, right?
Well,
and it has nothing to do because maybe they don't like Fulani and stuff, because they wanted to keep it in the family and stuff. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's always true. I never said that's always true. I'm saying for the most part, that's how it is. For the most part, I have seen it happen in the Fulani community. I've seen it happen in the Maninka community, in the Suzu community, all over. Like, you get what I'm saying? Between white people in America. So again, us having this conversation is for you guys to be able and willing to listen to the other people. And from what I got in this live since you, whoever is good soul and MDG, from what I'm understanding, from what I'm seeing, y'all listening to respond, y'all not listening to understand how others feel.
No. Hold on.
Yo,
Let her finish.
And we can sit here over and over and over, and you
Wait,
can sit here and be like, hey,
Fatima.
I came in here to apologize because Fatima love. Okay, who called
Fatima.
my name?
So do you want an apology from everybody that was speaking on the podcast?
Yes.
That's what you want?
Fatima don't care about no apology.
I don't want. I don't want an apology from you. I don't want nobody to apologize.
We gotta go back.
I don't care because again, like I said,
niggas gotta
know
listen
these
to
people in real life.
Can I say something?
Niggas gotta listen to me, bro. Look. You have to remove MDG from this, bro. This is a whole nother conversation now. Like, you have to remove me from this. I already said it out my mouth.
We are not removing MDG from this
Because I don't. Fatima, look. You have to remove me because this conversation is beyond me. Like, and the person that, I may have started it, but I already explained. Like, yo, I didn't start this for us to like for me to come here and then like, cause I'm standing on that. That's how I truly feel. I already said that. I started it so we could have a conversation.
You just said you're standing on what you said.
Fatima, wait. There are people in here.
Y'all gotta respect what
that
people.
Who's the girl that wasn't here?
There are people in here that genuinely feel that way. I want those people to have the conversation. You feel me?
Yo, can I say something real quick before I drop down, please?
MDG. Look, you and Fatima Law done had this conversation over and over again. There's a lot of people sending requests.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. That's not what you're saying.
Let people talk. I'm not gonna talk.
Lamin is here. Adam is here.
Wait, why would you go on mute as a host?
Wait, Adam, let me get this off.
Because they gotta talk about it.
Listen, that's all I'm saying, right? This is how I look at this whole thing, right? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, this whole conversation with Maninka and Fulani people, bro, we the same folks, gang. Like, that's how I look at it. All this racism and stuff like that. This, like MDG just said, it's like beyond him. This didn't start with just us. This been going on. I don't know how this shit started, but us right here, we living in America, bro. We're looked at as the same people, no matter how y'all want to put it. Like, we're looked at as the same people. Like, it doesn't, when people look at us, they don't see Fulani, they don't see Maninka, they don't see Susu, they don't see none of that shit. They look at us the same way. So it's like, us, we're the only stupid people that sit here and be trying to be seeing who's better than who's better than who. None of that shit matters.
Not me.
I ain't gonna lie. Susu people better than Maninka and Fulani, bro.
Yeah, yo, can I say something real quick?
No, good looking, yo.
Yo, MDG.
Yo, drop me. Just drop me.
MDG, I'm gonna say something real quick and then you can get out of my talk. Y'all done made this. Wait. Y'all niggas is so fucking immature. Y'all done made this a shit show. Listen, it can be funny, but let other people get their shit in. Let me just came in and made a point. That nigga say some dumb shit. Bro, what the fuck is this? It's not about us, it's about the conversation.
I've been saying, haven't you been hearing me? I've been saying that. It's not about me. I'm not even trying to talk. Niggas is making it about me.
Let me say this real quick.
I already explained to niggas what it is. You feel me? Niggas is making it about me.
Go ahead.
I've been removing myself from this shit, bro. It's not about me. Hold on, Gran. I'm gonna let you speak. Guys, please, I already said it multiple times. This conversation is not about me. We trying to do something bigger than that. You feel me? So that's what it is. Go ahead, Gran. My fault.
Right, it's okay, man. Yo, like, first of all, this for me, this is like a family reunion, right? This thing is really bigger than, more, just like he said, right? But this podcast is bigger than this, right? But more understand that, like, some people experienced this long time ago, way back home, right? But for you to bring this topic like that, like, if you don't express yourself properly, some people will take it on the wrong way. So therefore, like, what I'm trying to say, like, please, man, like, when you're speaking, like, make sure, like, it's clear enough so other people will understand, right? So, and then also, like, invite other people to speak, let other people speak the mind as well. You see what I'm saying? So this Maninka stuff and Fulani thing, I think, we gotta change the topic, because some people would never understand where you're coming from, right? Because at the end of the day, MDG said some stuff, but what other people thinking out loud, but they would not say it, right? So what I'm saying, like, MDG, so and also, like, the guy, what's his name? Sekou. I think, like, you need to drink some water, like,
Yeah, I don't mind somebody say somebody.
No, no,
Wait,
Java,
wait,
ila
wait,
dura
wait.
fanga
I
bo.
just want to say one thing. I'm not gonna lie, as a part of this community,
Yo, who packed him up? Oh my god, bro. Like, yo, bro, request again. Yo, I'm about to end this shit, bro. Niggas
There's
not understanding the
mods.
game.
I think there's only two.
Yo,
There's
bro,
only
please
two of you
request
guys that are
again. Yo,
mods.
y'all
No?
gotta let niggas speak. And I keep
Isn't it
saying,
only two of you guys that are
stop
mods?
making this, stop making this about MDG, bro. Like, we need to have a proper conversation. It's not about me.
Salam
Like, y'all
alaikum.
need to forget about what I said, bro. We here to have a real conversation. Hold on, let bro,
MDG, how many
let bro
mods you
come
got
up
in here?
again. Oh my god.
MDG,
Hmm?
how many mods you got in here?
I only got 2.
So he probably dropped himself because it's none. It's neither of you guys.
Yeah, sometimes people be dropping by themselves too. So
Oh, yo, MDG, my friend just joined the live.
Who?
My Fulani friend.
And look, if you
He's light skinned, he's 5'2".
But
He's
Wait,
gay.
look.
He's in the comments. Add him up.
all right, cool.
Wait,
Look,
what
if
does
you're
that
not,
have to do with anything?
Yo,
Yo,
this
Haas, come
nigga,
up.
yo,
Leonie.
Memphis,
That's
chill.
my gay friend. He's 5'2". Come up, yo.
Hey,
Ryan,
let bro speak. Let bro speak.
okay,
let
that's
me just end that. No, I get it. Let them have it.
Yo, bro, where you from?
I
You
said you can
Fulani?
leave. I said you don't have to stay. You can leave.
nah, hell no. I'm not Fulani.
Wait, what that's supposed to mean? Hell no.
Nah, I'm just saying, feel me? You got it wrong, bro. I'm not Fulani. I'm feel me? That's